पता है दादू, आज हमें स्कूल में रिप्रोडक्शन इन ह्यूमंस के बारे में सिखाने वाले थे, लेकिन पता नहीं क्यों उसे सेल्फ स्टडी करने को बोल के स्किप कर दिया।
ऐसा क्यों? अगर स्कूल में ऐसे इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट नहीं सिखाएंगे तो तुम्हें अपने ऑर्गन्स और उनकी फंक्शनिंग के बारे में कैसे पता चलेगा?
पापा, अगर स्कूल वालों ने कुछ स्किप किया है तो सोच समझ कर ही किया होगा।
तो क्या लर्निंग और टीचिंग अबाउट सेक्स इज रॉन्ग?
मे बी।
क्या मे बी? सेक्स एजुकेशन देना उतना ही ज़रूरी है जितना ही कोई अदर सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाना।
लेकिन पापा, अभी सही एज नहीं है ये सब सिखाने की।
बेटा, मैंने तुम्हें इसी एज से सिखाना शुरू कर दिया था। और तो हमारी संस्कृति में भी लिखा गया है, कामस्य सुखे शास्त्रम गुणश्च समागमम यत्रे द्वेष्यानि वर्जानि प्रेम वाग्भूषण भवेत। बेटा, ये कहना ये चाह रहे हैं कि द साइंस ऑफ प्लेजर मतलब काम सूत्र इज द यूनियन ऑफ डिजायर एंड वर्च्यू। इन इट ऑल दैट इज टू बी हेटेड शुड बी अवॉइडेड एंड लव शुड बी द ऑर्नामेंट ऑफ स्पीच। ये कामसूत्र में लिखा है, जो हमारी ही संस्कृति का एक अहम हिस्सा है।
नमस्ते दर्शकों, हम सभी की लाइफ का एक टाइम हमें हमेशा याद रहता है। यू मस्ट बी वंडरिंग कि क्या? जी हाँ, इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ द वर्ड सेक्स। इस शब्द की एंट्री सबकी लाइफ में बड़े ही अतरंगी तरीकों से हुई है और इसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन भी तो हमारे स्कूल के कुछ ज्ञानी दोस्तों से ही मिली है। डिक्शनरी से लेकर गूगल तक वी गैदर द नॉलेज, पर क्या वो सही है? आइए जानते हैं। आज विल टेक यू ऑन अ वेरी अनोखा सफर, जहां हम बात करेंगे एक ऐसी चीज की जो हम सभी की जिंदगी का एक इम्पोर्टेंट हिस्सा है, सेक्स एजुकेशन।
Hi, ma'am.
Hello,
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Madhurita Chaudhary.
So, my name is Akshika.
Hi, my name is Vishal Bimra.
Myself, Kevin Goswami.
I'm Khushi Desai.
I'm Mangal Mehta.
मेरा नाम आयुषी सेजवाल है।
I'm Kiara Chauhan.
Myself, Vyas Heli.
My name is Krupal Nimawat.
I am Vivek Raj Purohit.
I'm Radhika Tiwari.
Okay. तो मैं आप लोगों को सेक्स एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड कुछ क्वेश्चंस पूछूंगी, आपको उसके जवाब देने हैं। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट। पहला क्वेश्चन है, आपको अपनी सेक्स एजुकेशन की क्लास से रिलेटेड कोई भी मेमोरेबल या फिर ऑकवर्ड मोमेंट याद है जो आप अभी रिकॉल कर सकते हो?
हमारे यहाँ जब सेक्स एजुकेशन के क्लासेस हुए थे तो जो मेंटर आए थे उन्हें क्लास के एक स्टूडेंट ने, जो हमसे भी जूनियर था, उसने बॉडी काउंट का मीनिंग बताया था। तब उन्होंने बोला था कि इस जनरेशन को ऑलरेडी इतना पता है जितना हम इनको मेंटर कर भी नहीं पाएंगे।
Grade 8, 10th, 12th, chapter 8,
Reproduction, female reproduction system.
Okay.
All the guys would go crazy about it.
Okay, next question. What's your favorite way या फिर how you keep yourself informed sexual health और relationships के बारे में? Okay.
Podcasts and Insta, like videos.
I think through books and books of your podcasts होते हैं.
Books has been Google has been also talks with children.
Gone through articles, different articles from different websites and podcasts. Yeah.
Okay. Mainly podcasting.
What's the funniest या फिर बहुत ही unusual sex myth आपने सुना है अब तक?
So it's not like a myth, but it's true. It's like when you see or watch pornography, yeah, you see different things, but that is something is not happening in the real life, right? You have to be in a real life that how it works.
तो लाइक जब भी लड़कियां ऐसे बहुत कॉन्शियस होती है अपना पीरियड्स को लेकर, और उनका जब नया नया रिलेशनशिप होता है, उनका फर्स्ट केस होता है पीरियड मिस हो जाए हार्मोन्स अप डाउन की वजह से, तो ऐसा सोचते हैं कि वो प्रेग्नेंट हो गई, बट ऐसा नहीं होता।
अगर आप अपने यंगर सेल्फ को एक एडवाइस दे सकते रिलेशनशिप्स और सेक्सुअल हेल्थ के बारे में, तो वो क्या होती?
I'm not too much sure about relationships, but for sexual health, I can say that if I could advise my younger self about sexual health, it would be that periods is not something which makes you impure or anything like that. That's what we have heard, and actually it's really good for your body. If you don't have periods, it's actually very bad for your health as well.
So relationship at young age, we feel that if this doesn't work out, it's the end of the world. It's never like that.
Not to only for me, but all the younger generations, that during your that teenage age, your hormones might be popping up and your testosterone level and everything is basically increasing, and at that time you need to channelize that energy in the right direction.
अगर आप खुद का सेक्स एजुकेशन करिकुलम क्रिएट कर पाते तो क्या क्या टॉपिक्स इंक्लूड करते और क्यों?
I would be more open about my language, not like too open or anything vulgarity, but to be like जो नॉर्मल हम बात करते हैं, जो नॉर्मली हम यूज़ करते हैं लैंग्वेज।
एक स्पेसिफिक क्लास या चैप्टर कंसेंट के बारे में डालूंगी, नॉट जस्ट फॉर द बॉयज़, फॉर गर्ल्स टू, सिंस दीज थिंग्स आर लाइक becoming too intimate these days.
Talk about the two genders, how that works, right? How it is going to be, how biological changes are going to happen during each phases or each timing or each year of your life, how it is going to impact your life or the things.
Well, I would add the female reproduction systems, the problems that they have, as well as the male things. Like, kabhi there are sperm cramps in males. Sperm cramps, and it is actually there, but बहुत rarely होता है, and बहुत कम guys को होता है, but it's not actually talked about.
I think alternative sexuality is something which we also have to address. Especially, we should have connections with LGBTQA community and have conversations with the members of that community so that people also normalize this alternative sexuality.
लेकिन फिर भी डू यू वंडर कि सेक्स एजुकेशन हमारी लाइफ में इतना ज़रूरी क्यों है? इसका जवाब सिर्फ लोगों से सवाल पूछने तक ही लिमिटेड नहीं है। Therefore, let's talk to Dr. Devashish Palkar, who is a sexologist, जो बताएंगे why sex education is necessary.
What advice would you give to the teachers and parents about how to approach sex education in a way that complements the work of sexologists and promotes healthy attitudes towards sex and relationships?
Right. So, as we've been discussing, कि parents का role specifically आता है since the time the child is born to make sure that the child understands his or her own body and the world around him. So a lot of times, if the kids are not explained the concepts about good touch, bad touch, तो उन्हें realize नहीं होगा कि कोई उनका गलत फायदा उठा रहा है, कोई उन्हें गलत touch कर रहा है. So parents definitely play an important role in this. Also, parents by their own examples of their relationship with their spouse can give a good understanding कि कैसे relationships होती है, कैसे communicate किया जाए, कैसे consent is very essential. So all these things the child also is learning subconsciously. और अगर आप उसके बारे में openly बात नहीं करोगे, then the child will learn it in a wrong way. सो आपको कम्युनिकेट करना है, आपको समझाना है कि रिलेशनशिप्स क्या होती है, रिलेशनशिप में कम्युनिकेशन, म्यूचुअल रिस्पेक्ट, अंडरस्टैंडिंग कैसे होता है, सो दैट द चाइल्ड आल्सो लर्न्स इट द करेक्ट वे. एंड व्हाट आर द रीजंस और व्हाट आर द नेसेसिटीज व्हाई अ सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स एंड सेक्सुअल इंटीमेसी इज एसेंशियल. सो लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स टीनेजर्स कम टू मी कि उनको लगने लगता है कि नहीं, उनके सेक्स के थॉट्स आ रहे हैं, अगर मास्टरबेशन कर रहे हैं तो वो बहुत गलत है और उसका गिल्ट होने लगता है. तो वी हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट पेरेंट्स गिव द राइट मैसेज कि ऐसे थॉट्स इस उम्र में आने ही वाले बिकॉज ऑफ द हार्मोनल चेंजेस दैट आर गोइंग थ्रू, एंड इट इज एब्सोल्युटली नॉर्मल टू हैव दिस काइंड ऑफ थॉट्स. इट इज एब्सोल्युटली नॉर्मल टू इवन मास्टरबेट. तो ये सारी चीजों का अगर पेरेंट्स से डिस्कशन करेंगे तो चाइल्ड इतना ज्यादा ट्रॉमा नहीं फील करेगा.
पापा, आपने कामासूत्र पढ़ी है?
हाँ, तो वो भी हमारे स्क्रिप्चर्स में से ही एक है.
That's so cool, दादू.
इवन इफ इट इज, उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आप इसे कुछ भी सिखाओ.
कुछ भी तो नहीं है बेटा. आज के ज़माने में इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट दैट हर इंसान सेक्स एजुकेशन की इम्पोर्टेंस समझे. थ्रू गेटिंग नॉलेज अबाउट सेक्स, वो सिर्फ फिजिकल एस्पेक्ट्स ही नहीं, लेकिन अपने रिलेशंस को कैसे हैंडल करना है और खुद को कैसे सेफ रखना है वो भी सीख पाएगी और समझ पाएगी.
सेक्स एजुकेशन की हिस्ट्री इंडिया में काफ़ी पुरानी है. एज वी कैन सी कि हमारी सोसाइटी इवॉल्व हो रही है, तो सेक्स एजुकेशन की इम्पोर्टेंस और भी बढ़ गई है. सो लेट्स सी कि स्कूल्स और टीचिंग इंस्टीट्यूशंस कैसे बच्चों को सही और सफिशिएंट सेक्स एजुकेशन दे रहे हैं.
I am Theo D'Souza, the principal of Navrachna International School, Vadodara.
I am Dr. Archana Mishra. I am the principal of Navrachna Vidyani Vidyalaya.
What strategy does the school employ to ensure that sex education is age appropriate and sensitive to the developmental stages of the students?
Yeah, so we have many strategies that are broken up into activities all through the year. And there is one major activity that we have, and we call that, we have that activity for a whole week, wherein we invite outside resource persons, doctors, psychologists, even people from the legal background to come and address our students on various matters.
We don't have a structured program, but we have counselors, and we have a very strong system where children can approach the counselor at any point of time for any of their queries.
We have grades 1 to 4 where we talk to them a lot about safe and unsafe touch. Then 6 to 8, they are into puberty and so adolescence. For grades 9 and 10, we again talk to them about sexuality, sexual orientation. We even introduce them to gender sensitivity, etc. And for grades 11 and 12, we, among other things, we also introduce them to the POXCO Act. So these are the various things that we do, activities that we do.
What role do parents and caregivers play in the school's sex education program, and how does the school facilitate communication and collaboration with families on this topic?
So I believe that parents and caregivers have a great role to play. The reason is that children are spending so much of time in the families.
We also, sometimes involve our parents in conducting some of these sessions. In terms of caregivers, our teachers are trained. In fact, we do a lot of in-house training programs. We invite external resource people to conduct sessions for our teachers who are caregivers in this scenario, that is the school.
So parents are not open to talking to children about sex education. So we have parenting sessions. And in the parenting sessions, we tell them how to deal with these issues and how to answer children without making it a taboo. So training parents is an essential part of our sex education in school.
What we call parental sessions, where we invite parents to come to school for particular sessions, and it could be on various topics that are related to how children grow up, what are the issues of adolescent children, what is the POXCO Act, because parents must know what the POXCO Act is so that they can keep their children informed and aware of that what things that they should know. Besides that, we also do that in school.
So that children have the confidence to approach their parents for any queries that they have. They can do it in school or at school or at home, but they should be confident that somebody is going to give them a correct answer to their queries.
What challenges or concerns have arisen in the implementation of the school's sex education program, and how have these been addressed?
Sometimes you don't get, it's difficult for us to get the right resource people. We would like people to come and talk to our students from those people from the legal background point of view.
People are not prepared still in India for talking about these things. Culturally, we are not very open.
Parents also are too conservative, maybe too conservative, and they might have questions about, is this the right time and are these the right topics to discuss with children?
For example, we know at what stage children need sex education now. Like earlier, what had to be taught to 6-7 standard grade children has to be taught to 4-5, grades 4 and 5. So we know that, but parents are not convinced. They think that it will spoil the child. So we have to be very, very careful.
Parents would prefer that children are segregated, that children are not kept together, boys and the girls are not kept together where you're discussing things like these. So these are some of the challenges we have.
आपके हिसाब से सेक्स एजुकेशन शुरू करने की आइडियल एज क्या है, और किसी पर्सन के डेवलपमेंट के अलग-अलग स्टेजेस में कौन-कौन से टॉपिक्स कवर किए जाने चाहिए?
So when you talk about sex education, it is a whole range of topics, starting from understanding your own body to understanding how the sex is ideally performed. So अगर हम बात करें stage wise, so in the initial times when let's say a child is around 3 or 4 years of age to about 8 years of age, उसे अपनी body के बारे में जानकारी होना, that is the most important thing. So as parents, we have to teach our kids कि body के parts को कैसे identify करना है, बॉडी के पार्ट्स के एक्चुअल में रियल नेम्स क्या है, रादर देन यूजिंग यूफेमिज्म्स या फिर ऐसे कोलोक्वियल वर्ड्स यूज करना, उससे बजाय जो बॉडी पार्ट आप डिस्क्राइब करना चाह रहे हो, जो समझाना चाह रहे हो, उसे वही कहना है. ऑल्सो वी हैव टू एक्सप्लेन टू द यंग किड्स व्हाट इज गुड टच, व्हाट इज बैड टच, importance of privacy, importance of consent while touching, importance of consent while kissing. So all these things are supposed to be taught by parents early on, at least in the age group of 4 to 8 years. Now after 8-9 years to about 13-14 years, when the child is about to hit puberty, the parents need to explain about puberty क्या होती है, और puberty में bodily changes क्या होंगे, emotional level पे changes क्या होंगे, all those secondary sexual characters that happen. So a lot of times I see young adolescents become very confused because इतने ज़्यादा वो growth spurt हो रहा होता है puberty में, इतने ज़्यादा bodily changes आ रहे होते हैं, so their voice starts to change, their genital organs start to change. So ये सारी चीजें जब change हो रही होती हैं तो बहुत ज़्यादा problems भी create होते हैं, because अगर लोगों को पता नहीं है तो उसके बारे में फन बनाया जाता है, मजाक बनाया जाता है, और lot of times bullying also happens in schools. So these needs to be explained to the kids around 8-9 years of age group to around 13-14 years of age group. Now after 14-15 years of age group, when the child is almost about to become an adult, they have to start talking about issues like masturbation, issues about how it is important to develop healthy communication with opposite gender, also about consent, and also they have to be explained about the risks of penetrative sexual intercourse if it is unprotected. So importance of having a protection, importance of making sure that both the partners are aligned with each other. So ये सारी चीजें हम धीरे धीरे करके उनको explain कर सकते हैं.
अनसर्टिफाइड सोर्सेज, पॉर्न और सेक्सुअल कंटेंट से सेक्स एजुकेशन लेना टीनेजर्स को सेक्स, सेक्सुअल हेल्थ और सेक्सुअल वेलनेस को लेकर मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन और मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग्स दे सकती है. इसीलिए इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू प्रायोरिटाइज सेक्स एजुकेशन इन टूडेज डेट. व्हेन इट कम्स टू स्कूल्स, सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल होता है टीचर्स और काउंसिलर्स का टू सी दैट सेक्स एजुकेशन इज इम्पार्टेड इफेक्टिवली and efficiently with the evolving technology. So, let's see what is their opinion regarding this.
I'm Nishita Bakshi. I work at Navrashna International School in capacity of a school counselor, senior school counselor, and I also teach psychology to grade 11 and 12 students.
I am Shraddha Sata. I am psychologist and a hypnotherapist by profession, and I am a section counselor for MYP and DP for the IB board in Navrashna International School.
Let's get started with the questions. The first question: what role do you see technology playing in enhancing or complicating sex education, and how do you address its impact with your students? I think technology, everything has its own disadvantages and advantages. So if we talk about the advantages, children have more information to go to understand things. They have easy access to content. But at the same time, the content that is available, the reliability of which is very questionable, it can also put children in a lot of danger.
Technology is a two-edged sword. On one hand, with a lot of OTT content and all, there are a lot of things that our kids are prone to, which is actually not the desired behavior. But since they are seeing it and nobody is raising questions against it, so subconsciously the message that goes is it's okay to expect such behavior from their partners or from others around. So somewhere that is where we need to bring in awareness.
So when we talk about social media, different social media platforms which our children mostly use, we also tell them that how these social media platforms can land them into trouble, and how they have to practice, how they have to understand the importance of having the right knowledge.
See, on the other hand, with so many campaigns, and there are a lot of good TV shows also which talks about setting boundaries and following healthy sex practices. What are your rights? There are so many channels which is talking about POXO also. So technology has played a dual role in helping students when it comes to sex ed, and also there had been some disadvantages, but I think we need to just work it out. And as long as we are helping our students to give an environment where they can openly come and talk without having this fear of being judged, so that at least they can talk and clarify that is this the expected behavior, is this not the expected behavior, or what they are thinking. So as long as this environment is provided to them, I think technology, like, I can say technology is a blessing.
What are some effective ways to engage adolescents and young adults in discussions about sexual health and responsibility?
Okay, so when we talk about adolescents, I'm very sure, like, with all the gadgets and technology being so advanced, they are very updated with the current events and all. So current events is one of the thing that helps to, like, bring the things on table and also get to know what they feel about it, what to what extent they have their limited knowledge, or they have the right knowledge or not. So one thing is the current affairs.
The activities differ from age to age. If we talk about younger children, we would engage them with, we would try to bring in audio-visual aids, like maybe some videos, and then maybe followed by a circle time discussion with children on, different topics pertaining to sex ed. When it comes to our senior students, we definitely believe that real life case studies play a very important role. They really get charged up when we talk about real life cases, and especially when we talk about case studies, we focus on the consequences that lay forward.
I think movies play a very wonderful role where, like, they watch movies, they get influenced, and then probably we can discuss those things because they always look forward to discuss something that they have seen in the entertainment world. So these are the different ways where we can engage our adolescents into talking about the things that might affect their life and their health.
How do you handle questions or concerns from parents regarding the content of your sex education classes?
Okay, so our culture still takes talking about sex, even if it is in the educational level, a bit controversially. So we need to understand we are in that time of our culture where we will have to respect the limitations of our elders, and also make sure that the needs that our students have at a particular age. Before, probably it was a different scenario, so, like, the knowledge that you imparted at the age of 20-25, now we need to do that little early for the safety of our students.
The next very important thing is we encourage parents to individually come to us to, take up their queries with us on one-to-one basis. We are very open with the content that we use for our kids. So we are open to sharing the content. We talk to them at length about what we are going to share and how we make sure that we explain to them that the content we share is age appropriate. So with younger kids, we'll just stick to, the topics of maybe safe and unsafe touch. But when we talk about our senior students, we'll also talk about the legal aspects in terms of POCSO. So I think that's very important. And at last, in case if they have any questions, we also believe that we maintain a lot of confidentiality.
I think we handle it in a way that, like, both the generations are given the due respect and justice as well.
जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी बदल रही है, यंगस्टर्स की सेक्स और रिलेशनशिप्स की समझ पर उसके इम्पैक्ट से निपटने के लिए स्कूल में सेक्स एजुकेशन को कैसे अडेप्ट किया जा सकता है?
So if you look at it in the last 20 years, the technology has completely changed our lives. Now the interactions that young adults are having is mainly through digital medium. So we have to make sure that they are digitally literate enough. ऑनलाइन लिटरेसी करके कंसेप्ट होता है जहां पे उनको ये पता होना चाहिए कि जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन वो इंटरनेट पे रख रहे हैं, इट इज गोइंग टू बी देयर, समवन इज गोइंग टू नोटिस इट, एंड इफ यू आर पुटिंग आउट सच सेंसिटिव इंफॉर्मेशन जहां पे आपको पता है कि इट कैन बी मिसयूज्ड अगेंस्ट यू, देन दैट इज अ रिस्क। ऑल्सो उसी तरह से जैसे कोई फोटोज किसी ने बिना कंसेंट के इंटरनेट पे रख दिए, सो इट कैन ऑल्सो रिजल्ट अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स इन बुलिंग, इट कैन ऑल्सो रिजल्ट अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स इन शेमिंग पीपल। सो ये भी जरूरी है कि कंसेंट लेना एक दूसरे के बिफोर पोस्टिंग फोटोज, बिफोर पोस्टिंग वीडियोज इज वेरी एसेंशियल। अनदर थिंग इज व्हाइल यू आर लेट्स से ऑपरेटिंग इन द डिजिटल स्पेस, तो ऐसा होगा कि कोई अकाउंट होगा जो आपको पता नहीं है किसका है, बट दे विल स्टार्ट टू सेंड यू रैंडम रिक्वेस्ट, रैंडम फ्रेंड, फॉलोइंग एक्सेट्रा, जहां पे दे माइट हैव अदर इंटेंशंस फॉर यू। सो अनलेस यू नो द पर्सन in real life, you should not share any personal sensitive information. वो जरूरी है जानकारी होना, because I've seen a lot of times कि ऐसे ही कोई predators होते हैं who will try to talk to you, and then they gain access to your personal life, private life, and they want that आप उनके साथ ऐसी कोई चीजें शेयर करो जिसको वो फायदा उठा सके, फिर आपको ब्लैकमेल कर सके. तो प्लीज इसके बारे में भी अवेयरनेस होना जरूरी. Also on online medium, because there is no restrictions, you will come across such scenes, such images which might be sexually provoking, which might be very violent, which might be very aggressive. तो क्या सही है क्या गलत है, ये चीज की जानकारी देना जरूरी है. Because lot of times in media, especially in movies, in web series, all the glorification happens specifically about sexual sexual health के related बातें कर लो. Yeah, even the concept of sex, right? It is so much glorified, and also the access to pornography is so rampant these days. So the first exposure rather happens about sex education is through pornography, which is very sad. So अगर आप चीजें सही से नहीं सिखाओगे तो the kids are going to learn it from wrong sources and have wrong notions about sexual activities, sexual intercourse, etc. So it's important that हम उन्हें सही से चीजें सिखाएं, सही से उन्हें गाइड करें, so that they understand कि डिजिटल मीडियम पे जो भी चीजें दिख रही है उसमें क्या सही है क्या गलत है, वो उन्हें जानकारी होना जरूरी है.
तो दादू, और क्या क्या जानना इम्पोर्टेंट होता है?
बेटा, एक हेल्दी रिलेशनशिप में कम्युनिकेशन भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. कंसेंट, रिस्पेक्ट और सेफ प्रैक्टिसेस को समझना भी ज़रूरी है. समय बदल चुका है और हमें भी अपनी सोच को बदलने का समय आ चुका है. सेक्स एजुकेशन सिर्फ फिजिकल इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है, बल्कि ये सेफ्टी और रिलेशनशिप्स को समझने का जरिया भी है.